What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Baltimore Ravens rundown. On today's show, look, the Ravens continue to make things interesting. Hasn't it felt like all season long, as soon as you want to give up on this team, they just go ahead and pull you on back in? Does it matter that this team started 1-5? No, because then they won 5 straight. Well, then they started playing bad football again. And then, oh, wait, we're good. 24-0 over Cincinnati. Destiny's still in your hands. Come back here, Ravens fans. Well, I'm back. I'm locked and loaded. I'm ready for the rest of this season. And if you want the Ravens to win that North, go ahead. Hit that thumbs up button and like today's video because a three-peat is still very possible. And I'll tell you exactly why on today's show. That's actually where we're going to start off, okay? We're going to start off this video talking about postseason. Then we're going to get into my overreactions from yesterday's game. We're going to look at Ravens playoff odds, then go into tonight's game, Pittsburgh against the Miami Dolphins, Monday Night Football, and then we're going to wrap things up talking a little bit about the AFC North in specific, okay? We're going to talk about basically how it's a two-team race, and it's going to be either between the Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens. We'll get into percentages and all that jazz. Speaking of percentages, let's tell you kind of what it looks like right now. We all know that the Ravens pretty much need to win out. Even though they technically, like if the Steelers lost today, they'd have the same record. Well, the Steelers have the head-to-head over the Baltimore Ravens. So even with the Steelers winning tonight, like the AFC North standings do not change whatsoever. Currently, they sit at a 41% chance to win the division. It's pretty much going to be the only way they're going to make it into the playoffs. With a win against New England next Sunday, 6 days from now, that goes up to 49%. You win the next two, New England and Green Bay, that goes up to 56%. And if you win the next three, if you win out, 100%. And isn't that something that's great? Isn't that something that should be exciting? Even at 7-7, second in the division, you still control your destiny. All you got to do is win, take care of your own business. Miami wins tonight. Can I get a let's go Dolphins? Baltimore has a 49% chance to win the NFC North. So it goes up with the Miami Dolphins win. Now, unfortunately, Tua Tagovailoa in cold weather, that's a thing. Like, that very much exists. He's not very good in that situation. In fact, he's pretty dang bad in cold weather. And it's going to be freezing tonight in Acrisure. Now, it's not going to be Paycor Stadium yesterday. It's not going to be negative 13 degrees. But they're going to be lucky if it gets over 20. Can Tua Tagovailoa, can that whole Miami Dolphins team kind of in the stereotype and go into a cold weather sense and get a win? I hope so. Now, it doesn't help really with what happened yesterday and the fact that there's a lot of teams that won that they did not need to win. Like, even if the Dolphins win out, I think they have like a 3% chance to win the playoffs or make the playoffs. So, I think at this point, though, they're saying, you know what, screw it with the percentages. We're just going to try to get in. We're going to win. Back to the AFC North standings. You know, it sits at the top. Bengals, Browns at the bottom. Browns have been eliminated for a while. Bengals officially eliminated yesterday when you beat them in their home field. That was part of, like, one of the things I was really, really excited about with that ball game is the fact that you ended their season right then and there. Okay? Probably last time you're going to play Zach Taylor. Maybe with the recent things that have come out, last time you're going to play Joe Burrow in a Bengals uniform. Who knows? I'm not going to speculate. So it's a two-team race. It's a two-team race between you and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're sitting at a 59% chance to win the AFC North. You are sitting at a 41% chance to win the AFC North. Okay? They got it better than you do. That's because they did their jobs last week, and they beat you. Fair and square, plain and simple. They did it on the road, too. It's going to be interesting going on the road to Acrisure to round the season out. That game most likely is going to have some big impact on it. You needed New England to win yesterday. Obviously, you play them on Sunday, and you still have to beat them. But if they would have won yesterday, they would have locked down the division. Now, they're still playing for the number one seed in the AFC North, so it's not like, you know, even if they won yesterday, it's not like they would have been like, okay, we can easy coast it out. But they've got a little extra incentive because they still have not locked down their own division. Regardless, you beat them. That's all that matters. All you should be focused on. Who do you think wins the North? Pittsburgh or Baltimore? You let me know down below in that comment section. Who wins it? I hope you're typing BAL. If you're not, I might block you from the channel, never see you again, never talk to you again. But feel free. It's America. Freedom of speech. Let me know down below in the comment section. Let's talk about some overreactions, okay? If you've never been here on a Monday morning show before, what we do is we look at things that happen and say this is an overreaction or this is a proper reaction, all right? Number one, that was the best game of the season. And I frankly do not believe that that was an overreaction whatsoever. I feel like that was your most complete football game in 2025. Okay? I think it was the most complimentary football that you were able to play. Defense was playing great. Offense, after that first quarter, looked really, really great. You're able to turn the football over. You're able to pressure Joe Burrow. The interception that Lamar Jackson threw was not even his fault. You're able to run the football. You're able to throw the football. Like, you did so many things well. I think that's the best game of the season. I think prior to that, it's probably that Miami game on Thursday night. That game, in my opinion, that we watched yesterday, clears that game. I truly believe that. Number two, edge rushers are here. I think this is an overreaction. Look, it's awesome that this team played so great, especially on the edge. Like, I think they had 10 quarterback hurries. Half of those came from Draymond Jones. Like, he had a phenomenal night. Mike Green got himself a sack. Tavius Robinson got himself a sack. But, like, this is still statistically a bottom 5 unit in the NFL. I think they're trending in the right direction, but I don't want to say they're here. I don't want to say they've arrived because they've let me down so many times this year. I'm not ready to, like, put my full faith and full trust in them. That might be crazy, might be negative, but you can call me crazy. You can call me negative. I got something positive for you. Our awesome friends over at PrizePicks, they're the sponsor of today's show. Make sure you check them out by downloading the PrizePicks app using our code CLNS. It's the holiday season. We got bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes. It is all happening at once. And PrizePicks is the best place to go for. Because we make decisions every day. What gifts to buy, what to eat. But the place where it feels good to be right is PrizePicks. My wife could not even name 4 pro teams. Then we started playing on PrizePicks now every Saturday night. We're breaking down who she's picking for her lineup. It's the most exciting way to watch football. On PrizePicks, how you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, choose Flex Play. And if you want the biggest payouts, go for the Power Play. PrizePicks now has early payouts. If the lineup gets off to a hot start, you might have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. Here's my PrizePicks lineup for tonight's game. Pittsburgh, Dolphins. Give me the more on Aaron Rodgers, 211.5 pass yards. Give me the less on Tua Tagovailoa, 195.5 pass yards. Devon A-Chain, I need you for my fantasy team. More than half a rushing or receiving touchdown. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineups. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Link to this promo is in the comments and description of today's video. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. Hearing a lot of people say Lamar Jackson's back. I don't want to call this an overreaction, but I also don't want to say this isn't an overreaction because Lamar Jackson played his best game in a very long time. 66% completion percentage. First time he's been over 60 in his last 5 games, okay? 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, more touchdowns than turnovers. High quarterback rating. Decent amount of yards for 8 completions. But also, Cincinnati's defense, still not very good. And I just like, kind of with the edge rushers, I don't want to get hurt. I'm not saying Lamar Jackson sucks. I'm not saying I hate Lamar Jackson. I'm just saying I think he's been injured. I think it's a good sign that this is the first time that he was not on the injury report in 5 weeks. He missed a day of practice, but they said it's non-injury related. But to say that, like, he's back and we're going to get the Lamar Jackson that we got last season for the rest of the year, I hope that's true. I'm just not ready to say that it is. Number 4, you can beat anybody. Guys, I'm going to say something crazy. I don't think this is an overreaction. I've said it all season long. The talent that you have, the players that you have, like, you can beat anybody. Like, we saw today how good this team can be if they all just play together. Excuse me. If they play complementary football, you can beat it. And my last overreaction, number 5. Harbs saved his job. I hope this isn't true. I hope it's an overreaction. I thought he coached a really good game. I really do. I thought the players were responsive. I thought they were physical. I thought they were tough. I thought they made plays when they needed to. A lot of that's a reflection of the head coach. Like I can't just talk crap about Harbaugh when they lose, and then when they win, not say anything about him. That doesn't make sense. But I don't think like he saved his job. First off, I don't really think his job is ever in jeopardy. Unfortunately, I just think him and this front office are too buddy, like they're best friends. So I don't think he's going to lose his job. But I think if he does, or if he doesn't, it's not because of the win yesterday. That makes sense. Let's get into it. Follow me on socials, Twitter, Instagram, both places. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.